Shaurya, ma'am will definitely not have your video that you have to send. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we discussed about the land, right? We discussed also about the type of crops last time, if I'm not wrong. Children,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
the Kharif crops, Rabi crops, and the Zaid crops, we have already discussed about them,
Yes,
right? Then we discussed the reasons why farmers are able to grow 3 different crops in a year. So they have the well-developed system of irrigation, electricity transform the system of irrigation. So they are not entirely dependent on the seasonal rainfall. They also practice multiple cropping to grow more than one crop on a piece of land during the year, which is known as multiple cropping. Also the green revolution, high yielding variety of seeds, plenty of water and chemical fertilizers, right? So then we also discussed, will the land sustain? The modern farming methods have ousted the natural resource base. So green revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. Continuous use of groundwater has reduced the water table below the ground. Also, once destroyed, it is very difficult to restore these natural resources, right? So this is what we have already discussed. Children, yes or no? Please respond.
yes,
Switch on your
ma'am.
camera now. Then we have also discussed how land is distributed between the farmers of Palampur. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So we have discussed that about 1/3 of 450 families are landless. Dalits have no land for cultivation. 240 families cultivate small plots of land less than 2 hectares in size, and 60 families of medium and large farmers cultivate more than 2 hectares of land. A few of the large farmers have land extending over 10 hectares or more. Right? So this is the image from your book. The same image is there in your book,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Then we also discussed who will provide labor. So small farmers cultivate their own fields. Medium and large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their fields. Farm laborers come either from landless families or families cultivating small plots of land. A farm laborer might be employed on a daily basis. Daily wage workers are mostly employed, no, depending upon the amount of work the landowners have. So basis or for one particular farm activity like harvesting or the whole year. This is not a separate point, right? Yeah, now this is fine, right? On a daily basis or for one particular farm activity, right? Then we also discussed the case study. It was Dala and what were the name of the people?
Ramkali.
Dala and Ramkali, right? Okay. Then the capital needed for farming. Have we discussed this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So most small farmers have to borrow money to arrange for the capital. Where they borrow the money from? They borrow from large farmers or village money lenders or the traders in the village. The rate of interest on such loans is very high. The medium and large farmers have their own savings from the farming, and they are thus able to arrange for the capital needed. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
We also discussed the sale of surplus farm products.
Yes, ma'am.
So suppose the crop is harvested and production is complete, farmers retain a part of the wheat for families' consumption and sell the surplus wheat. Small farmers have little surplus wheat because their total production is just small, and from this, a substantial share is kept for their own family's need. So they don't get enough that they can suffice the needs of the family as well as sell in the market. So it is very small in amount that the crops are sold in the market by these small farmers. Medium and large farmers put most of the money in the bank. Later, the saving is used for lending to the farmers. They also use the saving to arrange for the working capital for farming in the next season, or to use his earning to buy another tractor that would increase his fixed capital. Right? Then moving on to different activities done in the village. Farming is the main production activity. People are also indulged into various farm-based activities like sowing of seeds, cattle rearing, fishery, dairy farming. Now we have to start the non-farm activities, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So non-farm activities include small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, pottery, handicrafts, etc. I'm stopping the screen share for the PPT here. I'll share the textbook page so that we can continue. Let me know if my screen is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Visible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So till now we have discussed all that was associated with farming, right? Now moving on to the non-farm activities in the village. So only 25% of the people working in Palampur are engaged in activities other than agriculture. What is the percentage of people involved in non-farm activities? Please note down. What is the percentage of people working in Palampur engaged into non-farm activities? Page number 10, I believe. Written? What is the percentage of people in Palampur engaged into non-farm activities? So first activity that we are going to understand is dairy. So dairy is a common activity in many families of Palampur. People feed their buffaloes on various kinds of grass and the jawar and bajra that grow during the rainy season. What is it, Siddhant? Sorry? Siddhant, you again started. I repeated the question 5 times. Now you frame your own question for the line that is still highlighted on the screen. You are in grade 9 now. You should be easily able to frame a question for a statement given to you. And now pay attention properly. I will not be repeating things over and over again. I hope everyone has written the question.
Yeah.
Is there anyone other than Siddhant who has not written the question?
No.
Everyone has written? All right. Siddhant, please write the question yourself now. It's a very simple statement given there. And pay attention now. What? Siddhant, read the statement carefully and then frame the question. And now pay attention to the content that I'm going to teach further. Again, you will not pay attention and then you will disturb the class. Now, milk is sold in Raiganj, the nearby large village. Two traders from Shahpur town have set up the collection cum chilling centers at Raiganj, from where milk is transported to far away towns and cities. So people are selling the milk not only to Raiganj, but there are two traders who have set up the chilling center in Shahpur, where the collection of milk happens, from where it is sold to far off towns and cities. Now they have given three tables to you, where they have given, let us take three farmers. Each has grown wheat on his field through the production, though the production is different. The consumption of wheat by each family is the same. The whole of the surplus wheat this year is used as the capital for next year's production. Also, suppose the production is twice the capital used in production. Complete the table. So you have to take the values from this now. If you see here, production was in year 1 was 100, where consumption was 40. Surplus was production minus consumption, which is 60. And the capital left for the next year is 60. So next year, again, the production is 120. The consumption is 40. What will be the surplus?
80.
80. So what is the capital that is available for next year?
80.
80. Right? Now in the third year, if you see the pattern, it has increased by 20. So if this becomes 140, the third year production becomes 140. What is the consumption? Is still 40. So what will be the surplus?
100.
100.
Sorry?
100.
100. So what is the capital available for the next year?
100.
Right. Yes, Siddhant? Because the family members are not reducing or increasing, no? That is a condition given to you. The consumption is constant if you see. Here, because 120 minus 40, so you get 80 here. So whatever is the surplus, that only is the capital for the next year. Where 40? 40 is consumption. Siddhant, 40 is the consumption, 100 is the production happening. You minus 40 from 100, you get 60. 60 becomes your capital for next year. Year 2, 120 is the production. That means production is increasing. Consumption remains the same. So surplus is increased by 20, which becomes 80 here. So the capital for next year also becomes 80. In the third year, assuming it is again increasing by 20, we take it as 140. So 140 minus 40 will give you 100. So the capital for next year will become 100. I hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt anyone has?
No, ma'am.
Quite simple, right? Surplus is something after sufficing the needs of the family. What is the extra amount which is still available with you that you can sell in the market? So surplus means the total production minus the amount of crops that are consumed by the family. So production minus consumption will give you the capital, or will give you the surplus, which becomes the capital for the next year. Moving on to farmer 2.
140.
Ma'am, I didn't understand one thing. How are you supposed to know what the production will be next year?
See here, if you see, they have given you that a brief hint here. From 100 it became 20.
Ma'am, so does that mean every year it's going to increase by 20 only?
For farmer 1, yes. Because they haven't given you any other thing here. Yes, Siddhant. Obviously, so that then here the production will become 140. Yes. Can we move on to farmer 2 now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now here they have given production as 80, and then the next year they haven't given any value. So we will keep the production as constant to 80 for all the 3 years.
140, 40, 40, 40.
Why am I hearing you all very low? Yeah. So we will keep the production here constant on 80 for all the 3 years. Because they haven't increased the production for us in the second year, no, like they did for the first farmer.
40, 40, 40, 40, 40.
1 minute. See, let us take 3 farmers. Each has grown wheat on his field through the production, though the production is different. Right? The consumption of wheat by each farmer family is the same. The whole surplus of the wheat this year is used as the capital for next year's production. Production is twice the capital used in production. Now complete the table. Siddhant, I am not able to understand what you are speaking. One minute. Hold on, Siddhant. Listen to what I am saying. Understand. For the first year, the value is given as 80. Consumption is 40. What will be the surplus? Excuse me? How can the
140.
surplus become 120, Siddhant?
140 is the answer.
Oh, you will add the consumption to the production. From production only you are consuming, no? Siddhant? Are you doing it purposely? No, I think so.
Ma'am, can I switch off the video for some time? I have background disturbance.
It's absolutely fine if somebody is there, Nandini. Need not switch off your camera.
Okay, ma'am.
Others also switch on your camera quickly. Dhriti, Arishi, Hasini, Arva, Surya, Meghna. Children? Siddhant, mute yourself now. Mute yourself. Siddhant, I will completely mute you and I will not give you permission to unmute at all. Children, here we will take three situations. One, where the production is increasing, the first situation, first farmer. Second, where we will keep the production as constant. And the third, which signifies the medium farmers, no farmers with a small land. And the third case, we will take of the farmer which is having very small piece of land or a landless farmer. So the very small patch of land, no, where they get indebted, the production is not as much as they get the lot of surplus and they sell it in the market. 1 minute. Children, instead of typing the things in the chat, you again disturb my class. You can directly talk to me in the class when I am there, no? Meghna, quickly rejoin. Siddhant, mute yourself. Now, in the second case of farmer 2, we will keep the production constant for all the 3 years. That means the production is happening to be 80, consumption is 40, so the surplus also remains 40. Capital for the next year again is 40, so it is constant. The farmer is not increasing in the production nor his profits. In the third case of farmer 3, first year the production is 60, consumption is 40. The
Answer is 20.
20. So write 20 for year 1 in farmer 3.
I'm done. And then second year 60. Then 60.
No, in the second year, the production will become 40. It is a small farmer, no, with a very small piece of land. So the production becomes 40. So 40 minus 40, the surplus becomes 0 here. The farmer is not left with any surplus to sell in the market. So the capital for the next year also becomes 0 here.
Year 3 minus 20.
So year 3, the production happening is 0. So the surplus consumption is still 40. So the surplus will be minus 40. That means the person will become indebted. He will have to borrow the money from the money lenders to suffice the needs of the family. So here 60, 40 and 0. Here in the surplus, it will be 20, 0 and minus 40. In the third column, you will write in the last third year, you will write the farmer will become indebted. So here, if you see the question, compare the production of wheat by the three farmers over the years. So you will understand that this is a large landowner, this is a medium or an average landowner, and this is a small landowner. What happens? What happens to the farmer? 3 in the year 3. So what happens to the farmer in the year 3?
Ma'am, he need to borrow money.
Exactly. So can he continue production? No.
No, ma'am.
What will he have to do in order to continue production? He has to borrow the money from the money lenders or take informal credit or the loans. Right? Yes, Siddhant. Sorry. For surplus, the formula will always remain the same, whether it is farmer 1, 2, or 3. Formula will never change, no, Siddhant. Whether you are using the Pythagoras formula in your math for one question or the second question, the formula remains the same. Obviously. Why 2020 next year the production is reducing? No, because there is less amount of capital available. Siddhant, it is just a situation given where I have already told you the values. Don't you feel you are wasting your time and my time both? Children, is there any other child who is having the same doubts, or is it clear to everyone?
Ma'am,
It's clear.
It's clear.
Ma'am, it is clear.
Everyone? Siddhant, I'll be calling your parents today and I'll be talking to them. Because this is in continuity, this is the third week where you are creating disturbance in the class. No, that is not a doubt. Any other child also is not able to understand a simple table? I don't know what has happened to you, Siddhant. Day by day, I don't know how you are behaving. You never used to behave in such a way in my class before. Still doubt? Because the production in the first year was 60, the production reduced in the second year to 40. And the production in the third year became 0 because 40 minus 40 in the second year gave the surplus 0. So he is not left with any money or any capital to start the production process in the third year. So because he's not having any money left for production, but the consumption is still 40. So that is why the surplus here will be minus 40. That means he will have to borrow the money in order to fulfill the requirements of the family. Siddhant, it is only for your understanding. Children, moving on further. 1 second. an example of a small scale manufacturing in Palampur. Now, at present, less than 50 people are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. Right, that's a small number. Out of 450 families, only 50 people are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. So many children have switched off the camera again. Switch it on. Surya, Hasini, Arishi, Arwa, Afifa. Switch on your videos, all of you. So only 50 people are involved into manufacturing process in Palampur and are done on a small scale. They are carried out mostly at home or in the fields with the help of family labor. Rarely are laborers hired. That means within the family setup only, the production process is happening in the small scale units, right? Now there is a small case study again given to you of Mishri Lal. Dheeraj, can you please read it for me?
Yes, ma'am. Mishri Lal has purchased a mechanical sugarcane crushing machine run on electricity and has set it up on his field. Sugarcane crushing was earlier done with the help of bullocks, but people prefer to do it by machines these days. Mishri Lal also buys sugarcane from other farmers and processes it into jaggery. The jaggery is then sold to traders at Shahpur. In the process, Mishri Lal makes a small profit.
Right. So that means what capital did Mishri Lal need to set up his jaggery manufacturing unit, children?
Machine, electric.
Hmm?
Machine, electric.
So no, understand, you have learnt about capital. What kind of two capitals were there?
Fixed capital and working
Fixed
capital.
capital and working capital. Now the question is asking, what capital did Mishri Lal need to set up his jaggery manufacturing unit?
Fixed capital.
Working capital, Dheeraj. Working capital say he'll buy the machinery, no? So he needed mechanical sugarcane crushing machine. So to set up his own jaggery manufacturing unit, if you are talking about the machine, it is fixed capital. If how is he going to buy that fixed capital? Through the capital in hand. That means the working capital, right? So that machinery will be the fixed capital, whereas the money needed to buy that machinery will be your working capital. Now, who provides the labor in this case?
There is no labor. I mean, the machine is doing all the work of crushing jack.
Machine is doing all the work. The family supports him. In case if the laborers are hired, maybe there will be a season where there can be a case where the demand of jaggery suddenly increases. Just keeping all the situations in mind. So in that case where the production has to be increased, then landless laborers will provide the labor. Because they look for odd jobs, right? If you remember, we have discussed that before in the chapter. So in that case, if he has to hire the laborers, landless laborers will be hired. Children, what time the class gets over?
11:55.
Right. So it is already time. I will end the session here. See you all again. Bye. Take care. Have a nice day, children.
Ma'am, should we
Thank you,
write
ma'am.
the
Bye,
question
ma'am.
answers of this chapter, or you will discuss them, ma'am?
I will be discussing them in the next class.
Okay, ma'am. So we should not write.
Now, where do we submit all the notes? Hold on. We'll discuss in the next class.